Welcome to Primary Perspectives. Primary Perspectives is a 2-DVD set which focuses on improving the quality of learning and teaching in your school. In Primary Perspectives, you'll find 2 sets of DVDs. In the first, we focus on leadership and management, and in the second, classroom interventions. The leadership and management focuses on the following areas. We look at how to drill down and focus on learning and teaching, how to clear out clutter, how to develop your team, build high expectations and go beyond levels. So we've structured the first DVD into head teacher interviews, leadership team interviews and some additional learning materials. Your school is at a different point in the learning landscape. We've identified in our model 5 different points in this learning landscape. We've got Prairie Schools. Prairie Schools have been going along much the same for many years. A prairie is flat, it's unyielding, it can be monotonous. Some schools have yet to become reflective in their practice. So we describe these as Prairie Schools. Some schools are precipice schools. They're on the cusp. It may be that they've dropped below floor targets, it may be there's an inspection impending and things need to change very, very quickly. Often these schools are schools that perceive themselves to be in a crisis. So the needs in terms of staff development, if you're a Prairie School, differ to being a precipice school. Sometimes the consequence of being unsuccessful in an inspection is that you drop into becoming a Valley School. And for a Valley School, you do one of 3 things. You get taken over, you spin around looking for a solution, or you begin to climb out and you become a slope school. For us, these slope schools are the most interesting. So the 4 schools that we've chosen to film are all in their own way slope schools. After a period of time, it may be that you become a summit school, and it's the summit schools that tend to get invited to showcase at conferences and public events. But in all truth, if you're Prairie, Precipice, Valley, or even beginning to be a slope school, then the methodologies used by the summit schools are not always best for you. So we hope that this particular DVD, DVD 1, will help you move from where you are now to where you need to be. Across the 4 schools, we've found a common framework. We call it Constructive Alignment, and it goes like this. Each of the 4 schools is very clear on its core purpose, very clear on what it needs to focus on and the sorts of peripherals it wants to avoid. Supporting the core purpose, there's great clarity about what great learning and teaching looks like, and this is revisited and it's looked at on a constant basis. Sitting underneath this, we have coherence. Coherence means pursuing great learning every day across the piece, across all of the staff and across all of the key stages. It leads to consistency, so that what we aspire to do is to provide great learning experiences on a day-to-day basis. And finally, it's supported by the entire community. It's not just teachers and those who support teachers, it's all who are involved in the learning of the young children. And one of the things we have noticed is that schools tend to focus on different things, and there's a great deal of learning that takes place informally and tacitly. And in the better schools, the dialogue, the conversation on a daily basis differs from schools that struggle. In schools which struggle, we see everyday conversations which tend to focus on coping, survival, administering and getting by. When a school begins to become a slope school and begins to move out of the valley, the talk is more about teachers and teaching, and eventually when they move towards becoming a great school, the conversation, the dialogue, the informal chats are all around learners and learning. And that for us is one of the secrets of developing the school and developing the staff in the school. So we hope that we can use this, and you can use this DVD and all the pieces that feature in it to promote dialogue around learning, around learners, to improve the quality of teaching and the quality of your teachers, to help you become a great school.